Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshire Media. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. And yes, I am cheaper and better than the BBC. You get me for free. Don't count on it, who will I lie? You get me for free. Can't get any better than that. So, what is it today? Well, I'm talking about, I've been doing classic Doctor Who, so I thought I'd do this. It's an adventure in space and time. The story of the Doctor Who begins here. So it's basically this special one-off drama travels back in time to 1963 to see how beloved Doctor Who first brought to the screen. Actor William Hartnell felt trapped by a succession of hard man roles. Wannabe producer Verity Lambert was frustrated by the TV's industry's glass ceiling. Both of them were to find an unlikely hope and unexpected challenges in the form of a Saturday tea time drama, time travel, and monsters allied with a team of brilliant people who went on to create the longest running science fiction series ever, now celebrating its 50th anniversary. Well, it's going on to celebrating at the moment its 60th anniversary, isn't it? So yeah, this is where it all began with William Hartnell. This is how William Hartnell became Doctor Who and things like that. Now, what I like about this is Sidney Newman. He wrote it. He came up with the idea of Doctor Who. He wanted Verity Lambert to produce it, so he calls her in. He does produce it, things like that. And you see this through this film, through this dramatised documentary, where Verity Lambert is given to become a producer for Doctor Who and things like that. And that's how it goes on. And unlikely, she chooses this man, William Hartnell, to be the bloody Doctor. You know what I mean? In this one, it's David Bradley who's playing William Hartnell, and I think he does a good role. I think he really does, and things like that. So, like I say, it's a bumpy ride with this Doctor. It really, right from the beginning, it's it's something new. They don't know exactly how. I mean, Verity had to literally, keep pestering people to create a time machine. They needed something there. I mean, they got most of the storyline done. They had the outline of the TARDIS. They just didn't have the inside, and it took her weeks. And she sat there until they made up her console in model form, so it could be copied. And it was copied, and that was it. She got what she wanted, and the show went on from there. It started in 1963 with the first series airing, but unfortunately when the first series aired, John F. Kennedy got assassinated and things like that. So when it first aired, that first episode, everyone had been watching the news about JFK, unfortunately. But she came, the script what they came up with for the next episode were inventing the Daleks and things like that, and how the Daleks would have formed. Sidney Newman didn't like that because he didn't want. He told her right at the beginning, I don't want robots or bug-eyed monsters and things like that. And she agreed, but she pushed for this. I mean, it was this. The story were written by Terry Nation. She pushed for it. The Dalek, what's Doctor Who without the Daleks? So she pushed for it, and she got it. But like what Sidney Newman says, your head's on the chopping block, basically. And she says, okay, fair enough. And then she turned around and says to Sidney Newman, I want a rerun of the first episode. We never had a chance because of the assassination. So they got the rerun, then they got the next episode of Doctor Who, and it was with the Daleks, and it got 10 million views. Literally, kids loved it. Everyone loved it. Sidney Newman were happy. That everyone were happy. Even William Hartnell were happy. You know what I mean? But what an unlikely alliance. But like I say, it was bumpy. I mean, you could tell how, as it went on, especially with the actor, he pulled, the actor who played William Hartnell in this, he pulled it off very well. You could see William Hartnell getting more ill, poorly and things like that, and he was forgetting his lines and stuff like that. He was becoming very forgetful. So, and then he had William Hartnell had a meeting with Sidney Newman, and saying Doctor Who should go on. You can't have you can't have a TV science fiction series Doctor Who without the Doctor Who. And he was saying, I like to be able to do more. Can't you just sketch a story out and let me fill in the gaps? And I thought that was a clever idea, and I think that's what they did with Patrick Troughton, but not too sure. But Sidney says there's no easy way of telling you this. Doctor Who will continue, but not with you. He wasn't so shocked, but he says, okay, who have you got to replace me? And Sidney showed him a picture of Patrick Troughton, and William Hartnell says, well, there's no other man who could do it. You chose well, and that was it. And then the next scene you see after that is William Hartnell driving and stopping in front of a police phone box and thinking through what's just happened, and a copper knocked on his glass door saying, oh, you got to move your blocking and things like that. He winds down the window and he says, excuse me? He says, oh, you're blocking, oh, okay, and drove off. And copper says, my kids love you. You know what I mean? And that was it. And then it closes back down to where William Hartnell's doing his last bit as the Doctor, and Patrick Troughton's there, introduces himself to him, and he says, and all what William Hartnell says is, I told them there were no man in England who could play the Doctor, and they says, and Patrick Troughton says, why, couldn't they get him? And so, and it went on from there, and as you see Hartnell's character put his hands on TARDIS, and he looks across, and he looks across and sees Matt Smith, and absolutely amazing. It's just showing you how far from that character to that character, how far it went. And I thought that was a poignant moment, and that's where it really, it does end there, unfortunately. But if you haven't got this, it's highly recommended. I do recommend you get it and watch it, and you'll understand a little bit more how Doctor Who was created, how William Hartnell became the Doctor, and how the Daleks became into the Doctor Who series. Absolutely amazing, completely new thing to do. Even the Cybermen were first created with this. So there you go. That's it. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? That was it. That was the documentary, and I liked it. I really did enjoy it and liked it. And like he says at the bottom, the story of the Doctor Who begins here, and it really does. It really does. So if you have liked this, please give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell icon. That will let you know when I'm putting up another video. Also, please come back from time to time to make sure that you still subscribe, because YouTube algorithm has a nasty habit of unsubscribing people because it thinks you're robots. So please come back from time to time, make sure that you still subscribe to me. Also, please share the video to your friends and your family and to other social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch and Bing. And also please use the comment section below and we can have a decent conversation. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Catch you all later. Bye bye.